Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Kesziregbe. If this is your first time on my channel, please hit the subscribe button so you can always see my new tutorial and be alerted when I upload. So today's tutorial is going to be on how to make your own DIY ponytail wig, and this is how it looks like. Let's get into it. For this tutorial, I'll be using my thread and needles. I always insert about maybe 10 thread into needles, and I'll just keep that. I have my canvas, headboard, and I have this ponytail cap. I bought this like this, but I'm thinking I'm going to make a tutorial to show you how you can actually make yours if you don't have access to getting this. So it has two combs, one at the bottom, one at the top, and it has the drawstring that makes it tighter and looser. So the first thing I did was I placed it on my mannequin head or headboard, whatever you have, and I'm using some T-pins to just put that in. And before I did that, I spread this really well so that it's as wide as possible. Now I opened up my hair, and I'm using 2 packs of this curly hair. So I'm just going to start by inserting on one end to the other end, and I'll just start sewing that in. So it's pretty much very easy. You just sew from one end to the other end, and you want to make sure you like pin down the weft of the weave so that it doesn't move while you're sewing. So I'm just sewing from one point to the other, and then I'll flip it over and do the same from one end to the other. And I'm doubling the weft because I'm using 2 packs, so I want it really full. So you have to double the weft because the cap is not so big, and you want the 2 packs of hair contained in there. So if you're using 1 pack, you want it really like not full, you can use like just 1 weft, but since I'm using 2 packs, I'm doubling the weft in 2. So just keep watching and see how I continue making this.
Lay on the beat.
So now we're halfway done and I'm taking out the other pack of hair. So I'm just going to continue sewing that all the way to the top.
Lay on the beat.
So now I'm approaching the top of the cap, and this part is really tricky because you don't have so much space to work with, and you want to be really careful because you don't want to sew the comb into the hair. So you want to try as much as you can to avoid sewing the comb, because if you sew the comb, what will happen is that the comb will not move as it should. So you want to avoid sewing the comb in there as much as you can.
Lay on the beat.
So once I'm done sewing this out, I'll just simply turn this around, and this is how it looks like. You can see the combs are not attached to the cap. I tried as much as possible to avoid sewing them. So I'm just going to place this back on the head block, and I would sew the last part. So I've attached this to the headboard, and I'm taking the extra weave I have. I'll place that right there at the back there, right there. Pin that down, and I'll sew that. And I still want to avoid attaching it to the comb. Okay, at this point the comb is laid downwards, not upwards. So it's laid downwards. The hair is like directly on top of where the comb is, but you want to make sure you don't sew the comb there, so that the comb can still do what it's supposed to do and still move. So I'll just sew that part as gently as I can. We're almost at the end of this, so we want to be really careful. I'll just sew that to the end, and then I'll cut off the excess, and you can take the excess part of the weave and just add it anywhere you want it to be, or if you feel like it's full enough, you can keep that aside.
On the beat.
So this is how it looks like. I'm just trying to flip the last portion that I made over to cover up the weft. That's why I sewed it the other way, so that it can cover up the weft. And I'm pulling the drawstring to make it tighter or looser. Hello guys, welcome back. So now I'm done with my ponytail wig, and it's time for me to install. So what I did was I took out this string here, and this is one of the comb, and this is the other comb. I have my hair already packed in a bun. So what I need to do now is insert the top comb right here, and the other comb at the back, I'll just insert that under the bone rather. And next I'm just going to drag the drawstring to ensure this is as tight as possible. Then I have this, and I'm gonna go tie this around. We're not done. So I'm going to take just some part of the hair, like this part of the hair, which I'll tie around this. Now this will help cover up any kind of net that's showing right there. And we have our ponytail. You can make this slimmer by tying more around it. So this is the ponytail. This is how it looks. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next video. You can leave a suggestion in the comment section what kind of tutorial I should do next. It could be wigs, it could be Ankara craft, it could be makeup, whatever you want, just let me know.